I'll show you the course. This course has got a couple of different things to it. The first part here is what Donnie was talking about in the classroom is a slalom. And I'll actually have to take a corner if we need to have one hit, so as I get up here I'll have to stop. But a slalom is a great way to do a couple of things. First of all, you might be saying, well, Jim, I don't make it a habit of treating construction zones like slaloms, so how would this apply to me, being that I don't foresee myself driving through slaloms that much? Well, look at the slalom more like quick maneuverability. All right, see how well these cars will perform at going from left to right very quickly. Maybe you're cruising down the highway, something falls off a truck or something comes out in front of you, and you have to make a couple of quick moves left, right. This is a great opportunity to see how well that car is going to respond for you. The biggest thing here, as Donnie talked about in the classroom, is don't stare at those orange cones and try to drive around them. I don't have to see your eyes to know when you look at one of those cones. Your movement on the steering wheel will give it away. So make sure you try to keep your eyes looking at the path you want to go rather than at the obstacles. As you come up here, you'll be on the brakes pretty aggressively. You got a hard right-hand turn, and then you can squeeze on the gas coming out of the corner. You're going to come up over a hill,
right next to that cone.
Left turn down the hill, and then you can be back on the gas really aggressive here. You can go wide open throttle down this hill here if you want to. But then here comes the big brakes. On the brakes aggressively, get the car slowed down. Again, we're looking through the corner before we ever ask the car to turn. Just like in the braking, when you're on the brakes, you look through the corner as you're getting ready to turn into the corner. Same thing applies here. Always plan ahead of the car. Now, there's a couple of reference point cones out here that just kind of tell you where the best place to be on the track is. And they're blue and yellow cones. So as you come around this long sweeping corner, there's a blue cone out here on your left. This is kind of where you want to be at this point. And you start turning in to put the car down here by the yellow cone. These yellow cones are what we call clipping points. In a racetrack, let's say, this would be where you kind of get up on the curb on the inside. Like I clip that yellow cone on the other side there and knock that yellow cone over with my right rear tire. It's where the car wants to be or where it should be at that point of the corner. Just like when you top the hill here, you want that car right there next to that yellow cone. And then next to this blue cone is where you start turning in. It lines you up nicely to where the car should be. Again, you open up the steering wheel, full throttle down through here, and then stand on the brakes, look around to your right, find that yellow cone that I'll have stood up for you, and then this is where you want to place the car. Now, coming into the corner, you want to be on the brakes and under control, and then you want to squeeze on the gas coming out of the corner. The way you know it's time to go back to the gas is that you start reducing the steering angle. See, if you're adding steering, you want to be slowing down. If you're reducing the steering, then you can start speeding up. Last thing you want to do, and unfortunately a lot of people do this, is they turn more and then also accelerate. That doesn't make sense to the physics of the car. As Donnie said in the classroom, the front tires need that weight transfer to help give them some grip when it's time to turn. Alright, so what I'm going to do is pull off up here, we'll get stopped, and I'll pull off the track, and I'm going to turn you guys loose and let you have some fun challenging these cars. There is no speed limit. You drive at your own comfort level. Okay? Your speed limit would be determined by your front tire's ability to maintain grip and steer. And we'll give each driver a few laps around here to have some fun and challenge these cars. So if you would, we're going to get you guys to stop right here behind me. I'm going to pull my car out of the way. Passengers, if you don't make such a good passenger, maybe you get a little motion sick, feel free to walk on over here and sit in my instructor car if you'd like, or you can stand out.
I might do that with you.
Sit in there and have fun. And,